All right, thanks for joining us. We are going to take an amazing tour today. I'm going to jump over and hello, everyone. Welcome. It's great to see you. Hi, it's really great to be here.
Hi. How's it going?
Hi, I'm so
Thanks for having
excited
us.
to meet the four of you. This is really exciting for me. Um, I've been hearing just a little bit of what you're up to, but I'm hoping that you can tell me a little bit about where I am and what's happening here.
Do you want to start, Sandy?
Yeah, okay. So this is my gallery world, and it's connected by hubs to different worlds, and I have a lot of collaborative works with different artists, and the ArtCryptVR will be part of that as well. Once I update the world, I'll be adding that as well. But this is just a sample of some of my work, and it's completely interactive world, so you can walk around and fly a Da Vinci glider and go have some fun at a party bus and take a look at the art and just relax and walk around the island. It's completely interactive.
We were actually also thrilled to see how Zandy had built these amazing VRC worlds, and she really put a fire under us three to get moving and learning to put something together. And since we're all very passionate and excited about Halloween, generally as a seasonal holiday, that seemed to be an excellent sort of theme for the four of us to collaborate on something with Zandy's very kind help. Giving us some tutorials and some assistance on how to build these VRC worlds in the first place. So we started in Zandy's gallery here so that we could sync the ArtCryptVR up, but I reckon we could drop a portal and take you through to the exhibition for a cute little preview, if you like.
Yep. Let's get that going.
I'm in. Let's do it. Okay, so
there it is.
We are in VR chat, and this is, again, the name of the art show is
ArtCryptVR.
ArtCryptVR. All right, ArtCryptVR. We're going to go through it. Let's go through the portal.
Yep, let's run to the portal. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Oh, I don't think she's in. You might be too small. All right, maybe let me drop the portal over. Did you get it? You got it.
I think I had to jump through it. All right, so we're going to jump through the worlds here. This is VR chat, and we're going to go to the ArtCrypt. ArtCryptVR is a project that is a collaborative work between a number of artists, and we're going to see exactly how that's all coming together now.
I thought
Keep
Sandy
getting
was
distracted
back.
because the Sandy avatar is
I know.
Oh,
I
here
thought
she is.
Sandy was
There
back.
she is.
We lost Sandy because she came to find us.
Thank
I
you.
think she went back to get you.
Oh no, I had to jump through it.
Oh.
It took a few jumps to get it right.
Your avatar is
I'm tiny. My avatars are usually 10 feet
yeah.
tall, and now I'm tiny. This is funny.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I mean, we can welcome you to the ArtCryptVR.
Thank
Here
you.
she is,
She
Sandy.
made it. Yeah, she
She's
just
back.
glad you made it through.
Great. Yes, excellent.
this is the hub
as you
world.
can, yeah, as you can see, there's a few different things to look at in this hub world, which ZandyXR built for the exhibition. So you can see there's this really amazing, creepy looking crystal ball, which if you jump up into, you can sort of see real close. So it's great fun to sort of hang out in the particle vibes.
Whoa!
But also, animation.
Just try and jump from here. You might be able to get.
Yeah, it's like crazy leaping.
What
It's
would
crazy
Halloween be
doing
without
those
some
leaps
zombie
here.
dancing?
All right. So wait, what is happening with the dancing here? This is like zombie thriller action.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is. That's exactly right.
Sandy, do you want to
I
tell us
mean-
about the zombie thriller here?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
had
come
to
on in
jazz it
over
up
here.
a little bit, you know. I had to jazz it up a little bit. So I just think the whole bunch of animation inside the world, try and make it a little bit interactive, not just a regular hub. So there's a little bit of entertainment going on.
I love this part. It's so good. Like, where else can you see, like, I mean, 5 zombie Zandys dancing to Mozart's Lacrimosa, the electro remix?
All right, so this is your Wolf 3D, Zandy. Is this one of your wolf avatars?
Yeah, this
I think
is
it's
that
a Wolf 3D.
avatar, but I just changed the it's Wolf 3D avatar, but I just changed the material on it. So it's the same
Sweet.
avatar as that one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
But you got a shader.
Nice. I like your. And so you did you rig the dancing? Did you just go ahead and pull it all together? I love it.
I just pulled it all together. But they're coming towards me right now, so I'm kind of backing up a little bit. We're all kind of at different times. It's a little awkward when I'm on top of myself here. So back up a little bit.
I mean, I have that problem all the time, I guess. I don't know.
So I guess this hub world leads to 3 other worlds. One by Willow Moon over there, the Ghoulish Garden, and then we have the what did you call your world? I'm too blind to read it from what.
Oh, it's the tarot card world. Yeah.
And then I have
Exactly.
I really wanna see the
Queen of
tarot.
Prowl that are linked together.
I'm so excited to see Tara. Oh, they're crawling. It's so weird. Oh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Okay. This is great. So, Zandy, this is your work, right?
Yes,
Yes.
this is my work in here.
Super cool. And Zandy, what kind of background did you come from artistically? How did you end up in this place?
Well, I stopped drawing at 13. I picked up the brush probably in 2015 again, and then I started VR art in May of 2019. So it's been what 2.5 years almost. That I've been doing it.
And did you just
So I
jump
love
into
it.
VR chat? Was that your first like big world that you jumped into?
Yeah, first world I did the I do big builds. So the first one that I did was the Trevi, so a recreation of the Trevi fountain. So when I recreated that, that was the first world that I built in VR chat. So that was last September.
That's sweet. Wow. You've come a long way. This is really, really otherworldly. It's really fun. And I love your avatar and how holographic it is.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Sweet. So where else do we want to go?
Why don't we start with the Ghoulish Garden, shall we?
Yeah, let's check out Willow Moon stuff.
That's
Yeah,
Willow Moon's
absolutely.
world over here.
Okay, over here.
Oh, the doors are a bit interactive, so they're going to jump up and down.
Oh yeah, you have to get through the door
open
with
and
lots.
close, so you have to wait for the door, and I think we might be in or out of sync. So yeah, slightly off, but that's okay.
Okay, it's open for me now.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Jump. Now we're a little off sync.
You got it, and then
There
you
we
follow
go. We're
it
all
on
in now.
this
We're all in now. All right, let's go get it.
I'll go up here.
Let's get it.
Ooh. This is a little lynchy and I like it. I feel like I'm in a weird movie.
Totally. Welcome to the Ghoulish Garden.
Thank you. This is your work, right, Willow? Willow Moon, this is yours?
This is my world, yeah.
And did you paintbrush? Is this tilt brush, multi-brush?
This is all tilt brush and open brush. So tilt brush and open brush. And there's a few different areas. We have this area over here. The swamp creature, who I'm not sure whether we're synced or not, but there's a swamp creature coming up and down and a bat flying around.
Yeah, no, it's great. Oh, whoa.
Down here.
So many eyeballs.
I know, so all the eyes.
Watching you.
Oh, this is wonderful. What inspired this? Where did this come from?
Good question. I have a weird imagination, obviously, and I've always drawn aliens and strange creatures. And so when I discovered VR, it was like, I can make all this stuff real now. And I just started. I started about 3 years ago with Tilt Brush, and since then I've done a lot of other apps too. I jump between lots of different apps. And this is my first VR chat world, so I've just been learning Unity and learning how to do this. So. And so it's been really exciting to bring it all to life and have it in a place where people can come and see it.
I love the dynamic.
And I'm trying to learn animation, so the bat was one of my first animated things that I did quite a long time ago, and I brought that in here. So,
This is wonderful. Oh, I love the flow, right? The flow of the lively green, the upwardly, the hair that feels like it's alive. Like there's so much dynamism in the way you. Wow.
that eyeball over here watching everything going on.
Whoa. I'm afraid.
It's an especially scary world for a little avatar.
It's fun. I love it. Oh, it's great.
And if we jump up here, be careful because the jump is very high.
Whoa.
Yeah, the jump is quite something.
Super high.
I approve, Willow, I approve.
I love the painted style of everything here. Whoa, he's funny.
Animated guy.
Yeah, he is, man.
And we've got these angry trees over here.
I love this. Oh, I love this. These trees look like they're on fire.
It's like angry birds with the
There's
angry
a
tree.
platform here that you can jump up into this one if you come closer.
Wow. Okay. I jumped right over it. That's great. Okay, so the lips.
Jump a little bit in here.
What inspired these like Venus flytrap lips?
Those are tulips. And I was actually inspired by those from a Halloween cookie display that I saw online that had those. So that was where I got that idea.
Oh my god, perfect. That's so good.
Wow. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so how much sort of in headset painting time do you think a project like this takes for artists who are thinking about getting into something like this?
A lot.
Yeah.
I did this in a lot of little pieces
Yeah.
because I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. I went into this without a great plan, and I just started making creatures and characters and had a lot of random bits and pieces, and then I put them all together. So I really have no idea how many hours I spent total. I've been working on it for about a month, probably on and off. So,
Right. But it's in like the
and then getting it all into Unity.
probably the hundreds of hours, not the dozens, when you're talking about a whole scene like this.
A long time
Yeah.
for all of this.
This is great. This is really dynamic and fun and beautiful. And I love what's going on over here with this little weird creature guy. Does he have a name, this one?
Oh, thanks. I'm not sure
You
exactly what he
animated
is.
that.
He's just I animated him in Micmo.
Oh, okay.
But I made him in Medium. Made him in Adobe Medium and animated in Mixamo. So
Yeah, he's got a little
alien
bit of a
creature.
shimmery quality compared to the tilt brushy style. Like his
Yeah,
texture is more like
definitely has
a
different
lizard instead of a feathery vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
he's got some Unity materials on him. So
So this is like a mystic graveyard sort of crypt. Like you've got
sort of a weird garden. Not even sure exactly what it is.
it looks like
Garden
Ichabod
of
Crane took a lot of
unearthly
drugs to me.
It's
Honestly,
ghoulish. It's ghoulish.
Right?
Ghoulish Garden.
It's ghoulish, but yeah, no, it is like Ichabod Crane on acid. There's a lot going on here.
That's good.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I experience it actually as just like, okay, so like if nature was to like become sentient in the way that we're used to things being sentient, it has things to say.
Oh my gosh, yes. These trees have a lot to say. These trees are like ready to, yeah. They're the sentinels, but maybe not the nice sentinels.
Totally. Yeah.
I love it, and I love how your kind of
Totally.
Sally avatar vibe is cute. It's working. It brings it all
I
together.
just found this one yesterday, and I like that you can take her head off the.
Oh my god, that's great.
So good.
Yeah, this would be a good Halloween avatar.
Yeah, I usually would wear my wolf 3D avatar, but I'm really glad I didn't because Reverse Butcher and I are dressed very similarly in my wolf, so I won't do that today. Yeah, I know. I pretty much would just with purple hair for sure. So yeah, it's really good to get a sense of how different each of your artwork is. Like all of you are completely different. And how did you all meet again? How did this convergence happen?
We worked together on a couple of projects in a larger group, but this is separate to that larger group now. So we all became friends working on various sort of music projects and VR projects over about 1.5 years, 2 years.
Cool.
And yeah, regardless of the directions we all went in, we remained close friends, and we do boxing together and Beat Saber, and we talked shop and tech and all that stuff. So when after the difficult year that everybody's had with COVID, we wanted to do something that was lighthearted and fun, and learn a new skill. And Zandy had been learning Unity, and she kindly helped us upskill so that we would all be ready and able to show off our VR works in an interactive way.
Nice. So Zandy, you became more of the Unity PM that brought some of these elements together.
Yeah, the thing is too, it's Udon SDK, which is the recent one, and a lot of times people get stuck on the SDK 2, so it's difficult because you're dealing with noodles and visual scripting, and so the artwork is so beautiful. And I kept saying, you have your VR art, you got to show people your stuff in VR, because that's the only way you can really experience it, right? So I put up some tutorials. I told them I'd do that for them, and then other people are getting involved in it too, and so that now they have the worlds up, which is great, because that's the point of all this, really. I want to encourage them to do it, and they needed a project to focus on, and not for them to get it done. So I see, Halloween was perfect. Halloween was perfect for that.
Nice. I love how you've brought it all together. And it seems like you've all brought very different visions to something really fun together, which is really nice to see.
Totally, but you know what? That's like the beauty of just like this area and this like tilt brush and just VR in general is just like we do really have very unique and different styles, and we're able to express those different styles weirdly using the same tools, and you still know exactly who did each thing. It's really delightful. And like, can I just say, like, right now, it's like Zandy being like someone who's like the consummate artist and the absolute like best like colleague as an artist. Like none of us would have. I mean, I don't think we would have put this together if it hadn't been for Zandy. Like she really made
I think I would have done it. Thank you.
I would have done it 8 years later.
Excuse me, no. Absolutely not. No, seriously, like
she's very modest, Zandy. She's very modest.
Yeah, she is. Totally, but you've really encouraged us, and you've really gotten us to come together to make all 4 of these worlds in such a way that they really hook together in such a special way, and like we're really grateful. Truly, it's just she's so wonderful. She's such a great artist, and colleague. Yeah,
that's
completely.
Sweet. And Zandy,
you're great friends. So.
Yeah, no, it's truly. It's just we all want to make sure that
be better with friends.
That's such a sweet collaborative
it's a social
story.
app. It's a social experience. Yeah.
I really love people just coming together to do something because it's fun and interesting to them versus like having other momentum behind them. I think this is really beautiful because of that sort of just playful, creative vibe that y'all are creating together. And It's really nice. I mean, I have to say it is a very painterly experience in here, and it's completely different than the last world. And I suspect the rest of the worlds are also completely different from each other. So nicely done.
Should we jump into
portal
the
over
crop
here?
and
Yeah,
then
let's do a
and
portal.
show you something
Yeah.
different again?
Go to the next one. This will bring us
So
back
right
to the
over
hub.
there is the hub.
Well, probably all be synced
So we'll all
together.
go in
and
there.
I'll go through this now.
Oops, I'm dead. Through the world. So teleports here, if you're very small, don't quite exactly work the same way.
There she is. She's got it. She got it.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious when a tiny avatar tries to portal here. I'm gonna switch avatars.
Because of the crazy high jump in my world.
Right?
All right.
Yeah,
Where should we go
absolutely.
next?
Okay, where to next?
All right, let's go back to this guy here.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Let's do
Okay.
Ram's World, man. Do Ram's World.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's do it.
World. This one takes a while load. So, but it's
Yeah, there's one world and then a second world that sort of comes off it. So there's two attached to each other.
And Rev, you said this is your world?
This is Rev's world.
Welcome to the teleport. We got fun and games. We got very low times. They also loady load. It's very exciting. We're almost there. Woohoo! Go. Whoa.
Yeah.
I see sparkles.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
see
there she is.
sparkles. Ooh!
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, this is already my vibe. I dig it. All right.
Here we go.
Oh, great! I'm glad.
Okay, Circle Series, the Necromancer.
Willow Moon, you gotta change your
Yeah.
thing to seated. Change it
Oh,
to seated.
okay. So yeah. It is on
Doing the
seated
curl.
software.
There you
There you go.
You had it.
Now it says send. You had it.
So this is one of many in a circle series, or works I've called the circle series. They all have a circle in them. They're all made in tilt brush and then sort of applied to different media. So AR, VR, paintings. There's often they go through several iterations in different ways, and they interact with each other differently in each way. And each one is sort of like a permutation, and each permutation there's an opportunity for glitches, and with glitches come evolution. So it's sort of developing ideas, I guess. But
When did you start this
it's
series?
a lot of work.
Yeah. When?
This series,
Yeah.
the first 2D drawing was published in December 2019 in a UK small press online called Burning House Press, but it was one called Woman with Problem, which has got a AR component now to it, but it's not the one on display here. It was a earlier work. But yeah, I do a lot of work, or used to before COVID, in sort of like live shows, theater, music, performance, poetry, all that stuff. So the idea of a stage seems very organic to me. And in fact, what I've done is I've made like a base gallery world or showroom where I can put the art in, and then you've got the functionality of being able to see the detail by either jumping on the sculpture or following an invisible platform you can reach by those stairs. So you can actually get a closer look at some of the detail if you follow up here. And then you can sort of walk around and see all of the sculpture from all the angles.
So I fell off.
I fell off as well, but I love it. Oh, I
that's
love-
okay.
Being a hazard.
I love being in the
It's
particle
a
stream
hazard.
here. This is good. This is really good.
I should say too, it was actually a really great opportunity to work with my old friend and frequent collaborator, Chris Wen, who's a Melbourne musical genius of sorts, and he writes a lot of experimental work for stage and theater mostly. But he's in a couple of bands, bits and pieces. But with the pandemic shutting down all opportunities to perform, I was really pleased that he was happy to make me some music specifically for this. So for this world and my one other that leads off of it, he has been the driving force behind the tunes that you hear. So
I want to put the music a little bit up here for a minute so we can actually hear it. So I'm going to see if I can
sure.
bring that in. Oh yeah, that atmospheric is really nice.
So yeah, because of the complexity of the work, I chose to make the world itself fairly simple. Like there's not very many moving parts in terms of buttons, toggles, or that kind of thing. But it was I guess the first go at being able to make it accessible to people sort of more broadly.
So for years I worked at Burning Man on large scale art as part of the art team, and this reminds me of the sort of larger scale sculptures we would see, especially out in the desert and at big festivals. Yeah, there's a handful of artists that has this like very like almost primitive, provocative, tribal, like what's happening between these two performer characters in particular is huge. So you said how many of these have you done now in the series?
There's about 40 that are floating around in various media, but I'm currently working on beyond this Halloween exhibition. I've got a few AR works that are all I've shot some films of them around a historic building I've wound up living in during the pandemic, which was sort of a very interesting canvas to be able to place AR. But yeah, I'm just sort of, they're all looking for homes, they'll find.
Where would you see these pieces really thriving long term? What kinds of
long term? I'd love to be able to work with musicians again. I do have a history of working and performing with psychedelic rock musicians and stuff, so it's not surprising that when you say, it compares to Burning Man. While I've never had an affiliation with Burning Man, that sort of psychedelic rock culture, more from England, was more where I cut my teeth in my 20s. So
this is great. Yeah, no, it comes through. It's really fun and clearly, like, yeah, I could see this being just as impressive physically as it is digitally, right? In the sense of transcending and being something that could really be both AR and physical and maybe hybrid down the road as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that idea of the chain where people can experience it as like an image or a digital image or a print or an AR or book or several different permutations is definitely really tied into the idea of a series and the idea of a circle being symbolic through all of them. I can lead you to the second one that comes off this world if you like, but I don't want to sort of
let's do it.
Anybody through anything if you're not finished looking. But
yeah, let's go.
Oh. Right, okay. Let me follow you over here. We've got two portals.
Excellent.
And Queen of Hell is the other world that I've built for this series, for this Halloween series.
So this is a Halloween series that will be available in VR chat, specifically all weekend. And we are taking a tour of 4 artists who are sharing the ArtCryptVR art show. So now we are going to the Reverse Butcher's Queen of Hell.
So good.
How are we going frame rate wise? We're going fine. Good.
We're doing pretty good. Yeah, this is
So
great.
I'm pulling about.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yeah, my frame rate's good.
Yeah. And I'm not
Goodness for that.
noticing any problems.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. So when you're painting these, like, what is inspiring you to do this here? What's happening?
Well, I started off sort of exploring how I could become more proficient with painting and sculpting the human form. And then, of course, lockdown happened, and there was no live drawing classes to attend. There was no way of looking at that apart from using 3D models. So I started posing DAZ 3D characters and then sort of using them as reference models to create large-scale bodies landscape. That's sort of the idea. You want something like this, especially with VR, because you can make a 3-story sculpture in a single 4x4 room. It gives you a lot to sort of experiment with. So I wanted the idea of the overwhelming body, the size of it, the scale, the grandeur.
Body. I love that. So yeah, if this were a physical thing, it would be 30, 40 feet. And I think where I imagine this overlapping, there are a handful of artists in America. I'm thinking of Marco's work, who's here in San Leandro, who's done these very large feminine figures in metal and wire. But have you ever done these kinds of pieces physically as well, or has it been all digital work up to this point?
No, it's all digital work at this point.
Yeah.
I have done sort of like visual projection for bands and stuff like that, but it's the scale of things have generally been, when it's large, it's been projected or digital.
Right. Projection would actually be ideal. I do a lot of projection mapping, and I could see some of your work being really great on stage as projection mapping.
Yeah, I mean, actually, when I work with traditional media, generally I do miniatures, small things, artists' books, like illuminated manuscripts, that kind of thing. Still very detail-orientated, but small. So when I'm looking at anything large, it's almost always digital, yeah.
Wow, so did you come from a design or an art-making world, or how did you said you were working on concerts?
I'm self-taught artist, but I started off actually as a performance poet early on, and then I moved into music, and I've always done collage, and then I went from collage to drawing, and collage and drawing to artist books, like illuminated manuscripts. I did one of those called On the Rod, which was like a feminist retelling of Jack Kerouac's On the Road, because that book really irritates the hell out of me, so I fixed it. Yeah, page by page. It took 4 years.
Wow.
And it's like 300 pages long, and each single page has been completely obliterated and created over anew. So I went from that to VR. My friend actually got a copy of the book and was like, he worked for a VR company at the time, and he literally dropped off a computer and a headset at my house and said, I just want to see what you would do with this. I'll come back and get it in 3 days. A month later, he came back to collect it, because he kept coming back to collect it, and I would show him something and be like, no, you need to keep this. And then by the end of that month, I decided to buy my own, and that this was absolutely the direction that I needed to be going in next.
Makes sense. No, it absolutely suits your art, and it's dynamic and fun, and this is great. I love how the rose feels so like alive to me, and the textures that you're working with.
That's a 3D scan.
That makes sense. Okay, because I was like, it almost looks real. That's great. I was going to ask you, because I just bought a new phone to do better 3D scans at home, because I'm not as thrilled with what I'm getting at home right now. So I'm always curious what other people are using in their own sort of at-home media. This is really wonderful. So Chris did the soundtrack, and
Chris went, and he actually collaborated with a second person called Shallow, and they've done an album together at the end of the sort of period of extended lockdown. So they've remotely worked together, and this is one track from their new album.
Great. And I never asked where all of you are in the world, but do you want to say what continent or what part of the world you happen to be from? You don't have to be specific if you don't want to be.
Oh, sure. I'm in Melbourne, Australia right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm in Florida right now, in the US.
And I'm in Northern California.
And I'm usually in New Jersey, but this evening I'm in New York, which is actually not that big a difference. So whatever,
Right.
it's close.
You just crossed the river there. Yeah. I'm in the Bay Area as well, just across the bay from SF over in the East Bay. So it's really great to meet you, by the way. I usually come here for like 1 or 2 groups, and I don't get enough time to go visit other people's art here. So my community is working on a VCAT experience, but you know, I haven't really built for VChat, for VR chat in particular. I've built for lots of other worlds, but I haven't really built for this environment. So I'm always curious what other artists go through to make these experiences work.
If you ever want to see the Evo, if you ever want to see the Masterpiece collection, you're more than welcome. Sometime, just let me know.
Yeah.
Trevi Fountain recreate. It's recreated, and then I have the interior of the Sagrada Familia and the Neuschwanstein Castle. So
That's
all
great.
3 of those are hosted here, but they're all private worlds, so I don't keep them open. So it's only for tourists.
I'd love to see that sometime. And I'm really excited that you're in Florida. I grew up spending a lot of time there, and a bunch of my friends are there. And we've often felt like there's a lot of potential in Florida, but it's sometimes hard to find the cool friends who are going to, you know, help you build projects like this. This collaboration is a really great thing here.
I was going to say, there's one right now.
Woohoo! One person. Well, next time I come to Florida, I want to know where you're at, because yeah, I have little great groups of friends in mostly little punk ass beach towns, so you know what it goes. So there's still a tarot world, right? That's yours, girlfriend?
Yeah. Shall we go there?
Let's do it.
Here, there's the art crypt.
Go to the hub again.
Go to the hub, okay. All right, back to the Art Crypt hub.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Follow Grrlrighter.
Okay.
Alright, the door's open.
I've been denied temporarily. So frustrating. That's all right. There it goes.
There we go. It's coming, you're there.
It's not letting me. Weird.
Do you see it up yet?
Are you able to jump in?
It's not letting me.
Can you jump in?
I'm trying.
Jump? Use a space
Really?
bar. Space bar.
Yeah, I'm trying.
There you go.
There we go.
Awesome.
It was
Amazing.
being
I
tricky
love
for
it so
me.
much. This is one of the fun things about VR that's just hysterical.
Right? And so I get headaches for long periods of time if I'm in a headset, so I tend to use a giant TV. It's just a lot easier in my head.
Totally.
All right, so we're going to
Totally
go
understand.
into the tarot. Click the Fool.
Let's do it.
All right, a meditative experience indeed. All right.
Where are the rest of the girls? Are they already in?
All right.
I don't see them yet.
We
Hopefully
are
they'll come
at
soon.
Grrlrighter's tarot world. And I'm going to just...
Yes. And I will say that I haven't made this totally clear yet, but there's 4 little placards. So each time you click the Fool, you have to click it 4 times because there's 4 different explainer cards that come up when you do. So we're just waiting for Rev and for Willow to get in here.
That's weird. That's taken them a while, huh?
I updated the world, which they haven't actually, I don't know if they've done it yet, so it might be that. Although it is weird they're taking a while.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just gonna click. This is fun.
Go for it. Do it. Hey, Zandy, do you want to see where they are? And I can take Evo
Yeah,
through
I'm
some of the
trying.
tour.
Yeah, take it.
I was like, you're there.
Wow, I think I'm there.
Yes, you are.
I love that you're all in shadow here now, like some sort of weird creepy jester.
It's so funny because I'm like, oh yeah, this is not a lit avatar, is it? Oh well, that's fine.
No, but it looks actually pretty great in this silhouette world. All right, so is this a somewhat functional tarot? What's happening here?
Oh yeah, if you point at either of these cards.
Whoa. Whoa. Wow.
Oh, there you are.
I clicked
so
it.
Tell me which one you're gonna go to so I can go with you.
I'll go to the tower this time. I went to the Hanged Man and I disappeared.
Perfect.
All right, I'm going to go to the tower. Oh, I see. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at first. I was like, whoa. Oh, this is wonderful. What an expression of the tower. The lightning.
Oh, thank you.
I built a weird thing like
Thank you
this in
very much.
Minecraft about a year ago, but it doesn't look this cool. I like this one a lot more. Whoa.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. See, I'm very curious about like different places where people have built tarot cards out.
Yeah,
And so that's interesting. This is one in Minecraft.
Tarot is one of those things you don't see that often in other game worlds, at least in terms of functional,
Right.
like anything that works.
Right.
Who needs to crumble and fall in your life? And so this then returns you back to the table, right?
Correct.
All right. So, did you have a lot of experience with tarot before you came here?
It's interesting. I've always enjoyed the tarot. I certainly don't consider myself an expert by any means, but I've always used it as sort of like a psychological and meditative tool, giving myself readings, which has helped me think about things in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just clearly got such a rich archetypal, availability in history that I was curious what it would look like if it were developed out into
an immersive experience,
say,
which is great.
An experience you could actually step into. So
right?
That was part of
Yeah.
the inspiration for this.
No, this immersive experience is perfect, and it really. Oh, there's Zandy. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Zandy.
I was gonna.
I'm trying to get them in.
Okay. I was gonna
really?
jump
You're having
back.
a hard time getting in?
Yeah. It must be in a different.
Shoot, I'm so sorry. Oh, they might be.
It's okay.
That's true. Okay. But yeah, the goal was sort of just like to kind of, have people kind of consider different ideas of what, I don't know, people see the tower card and I think they kind of just be like, oh, it's a bad card. And it's just kind of like, no, each card actually has like, things it can direct you to, things it can make you think about. So I kind of just wanted to give a prompt for maybe a way to think about something if you were to step into the tower card of the tarot.
The one thing I love about interviewing you in this dark space is that I'm mostly seeing your shadow do the movement, and it's really creepy. Yeah, it's good because you've got these creepy long fingers. It's really fun.
Shadow puppety, yes, exactly.
Excuse me, girl, can you check? Can you try and invite them? Because I'm on beta. That may be my issue. Why I can't get them.
Oh, let me see if I can do that. Let me see. I can't actually invite them to my own world. What on
I
earth?
can't either.
How weird is that? Oh my god, it might be because
Did you drop an invite-only portal, or it's the type of portal you put in, maybe?
I have no. I just put a regular kind of portal in, just like a normal portal. Like they've
Yeah.
been able to get in here before. That's very strange. They can't get in here.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Shoot, do you let me see if I can? Yeah, let me see if I can.
how long is the
I
art
don't
show
know.
up for? By the way, is this like a limited time thing?
It'll
that you're
be
doing?
up. It'll be up. So what's going to happen is on Saturday night, I'm going to publish it at 10 o'clock. And at 10 o'clock, it'll be open to everybody. But we have private tours prior to that. So Friday night and Saturday afternoon, we have another tour. So Friday night is 9 and Saturday is 4 Eastern for both of them. So 9 Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And then Saturday night at 10 o'clock, I'm going to post it and it'll be public. So
Sweet.
once I update my world, then the portal to the hub will be put in my world as well.
Sweet. And that's ArtCrypt is what they're going to look for if they look for it?
ArtCryptVR.
ArtCryptVR. And you don't have to be in a VR headset, but it would be awesome if you are. And you can get it, like if you're not in VR chat yet, you can download it on Steam and then jump in if you want, right? Like it's pretty easy to jump in.
And just make sure you can also look up ZandyXR or just make sure you check Community Labs because it's not going to be a true public world until it gets approved by Community Labs. So it will take a little bit before it becomes open to everywhere. You see it on the main menu. Got it.
So, but if anyone's in VR chat and wants to check it out, hit up ZandyXR or Grrlrighter is the artist here of this space as well, right? This is your...
Yep.
Right.
Once she gets her status up,
cool.
Then she'll be able to publish it.
It seems like you've been really helping some of the other creators kind of get their feet under them to create new worlds. Is that right?
Yeah.
That is absolutely true. Yes, she has.
Yeah.
Yes, she has.
So how do y'all collaborate? What does that look like when you're deciding to create a new world here?
Oh man. Well, I know at first this was like, Zandy had the idea of just like Halloween's the best. We need to make worlds. And so then it was just like a back and forth of just be like, well, how do you make a VR chat world? And just like, oh, well, here's a Unity tutorial that I just made. Like Zandy made it and then sent it to the rest of us and she had it published up. Now, excuse me while I'm trying to pull in Willowmoon's trying to get.
Yeah, get them in, definitely.
Trying to let her in.
Yeah,
okay, there. Yeah, I'm trying.
And I think we've
there's
got
Rev.
one
Okay,
more
I'm trying to get
tarot
Rev in.
space to see because we got to
Yeah,
2 of the 3. So
Right,
I got
exactly, the
hanged
death space.
and we made it here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love the
we can go back
tarot,
to
so
the-
this is great. Yeah, so we want to go back to the main spot?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is fun.
I would be interested to see what kind of experiences you'd be interested in exploring, like in 3D for the tarot.
Yeah, I can think of quite a few, like, riding the chariot kind of nightmares. All right, I'm gonna jump back down.
Ooh, I'm getting ideas. All right.
I know, I'm jumping down.
Okay, let's head on in. I'm going to try one more time pulling the
Let's see.
All right, and I'll wait here a little
I'm
bit and then we'll
trying,
go
man.
for the death. The death card comes for us all.
Here, let me see. I space can't. I'm trying to tell them that I can't for some reason. Oh, this is very frustrating. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it at all. We are just exploring here.
Thank you. This is the thing about VR, though. It's just like you're a god until you can't tie your shoes.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
Until the simplest thing becomes a nightmare. And that's the way it goes. As an artist, there are hundreds of little things that can go wrong. And it's hard to explain that to people until you kind of are in the middle of it.
Completely. It is quite something, actually. I'm so is it okay if I go back and see if I ask them where they are?
Jump on. Go bring them here.
I gotta. Okay, let me try something. Rev just gave me.
she'll be back. Well, thanks so much for coming and checking out the worlds.
Of course. I see emails now, so maybe I have a message from them too.
Awesome.
Reverse Butcher wants me to join them in tarot card world, so she's somewhere here.
Yeah, she's supposed to be here. We'll see if I think Grrlrighter went to the front. The main.
It's amazing how you can end up in different servers and think you're in the same place and not. This is one of
It
those
is. It's
fascinating things that happens in virtual spaces that it doesn't happen in physical places. There aren't more than one instance of a physical place.
Exactly. Exactly.
Makes it challenging, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna. Let me see.
You know what? I think we might have to drop a portal in the. Do you mind if we go back to ArtCrypt, and we'll come back in together?
Yeah, let's do
have to
it.
Drop a portal. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Let me drop this down. Let me drop that down. There you go. Let's go back in.
Please approach the crystal ball. Look directly into the depths of its swirling center as it unlocks several floors in a row.
Cool.
Art is the light at the end of all hourglasses. Behind each of the doors is a very special hallway.
Okay. They're not here yet, huh?
Which one will you get?
They're not. Let me invite them.
We know the artists are only really appreciated after they take the ball. So we pour tilt brush users.
So this is the
It should be coming in.
ArtCryptVR
I think if Grrlrighter drops a portal, we might be able to
in VR chat.
do that.
In this time and space,
Sorry for this little mishap.
some of our best ideas. To see if
No worries at all. I have about 20 minutes left and then I'm going to have to run, but I have a little bit more time.
Okay, no worries.
and you have seen what lies beyond. Make sure that you return to this central hub to get a glimpse of the other world buried in art.
So when you make this show available, do you know how long it'll be up for, or is it going to stay up, or will you do a limited time experience?
Yeah, no, it's staying up. Oh, we're in different instance purgatory. Are you serious?
Yeah, I think each time we like go into it's like a different instance for some reason. I'm not sure why.
I think so too.
Okay,
Yeah.
it might be the updates.
Agreed. Yeah, totally.
Wait, someone to Rev.
Okay, hopefully they see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there he
Oh,
is.
here's one. Yay!
Yes. Right as I saw you show up, Grrlrighter, I got pumped out of VR chat.
I'm sure VR chat's having a bug or something right now. Okay.
Yay!
Sorry, everybody. I was in another instance of the hub.
Okay,
Oh,
you
somebody
want
got
to run
pulled.
the portals?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
Let me get out of the area and then I'll just
Get out of the way here.
portal. Alright,
Yes.
yeah, portal now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this.
Sweet.
Alright,
Thank you.
Okay, 1, 2,
Alright.
3, 4.
Yay!
Just beat Sandy.
Come up with
Yay!
We all made it.
Yay!
Yes.
Okay, so
All right. I think the only card Evo
She
said
had
she
one
hadn't
more.
been to is the death card. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to
Oh,
2 of the
sweet.
3, so I have not seen Death yet.
Two
All
of
right.
them.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's go see the death urn.
You want to click through these little opening cards to get to the table? We'll do that. All right. In, we're all in. Huzzah! That's amazing.
All right.
All right. So,
All right. So I'm not
should
going
we all go to the death card?
We're going to go to Death?
yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right.
Okay.
All
that's
right.
fine.
Click it.
Do it.
Good.
So cool.
I'm under the mushroom. So you're like a little umbrella.
I look like an umbrella.
Actually.
I was just like,
No.
I was right next to you.
I'm the evil
Oh,
mushroom.
man. Right.
mine. I should have created my world. I'm sad now.
Oh no.
So beautiful.
Missed opportunity.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are in death here. We are done. Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait, I've got a tombstone. Is that what's happening?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot.
But you gotta look around though. Look at this.
Whoa, whoa. What's happening? Whoa.
Love the raven.
Sandy, you'll be happy. I put your little step stool up here.
Oh, I
Maybe
love
it's
the
right
raven.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice
That's
little raven.
beautiful.
Yes.
Never more indeed.
Yes, you found my pet.
That's awesome.
So everything in here is your art, as I take it as well. So these are just individual objects that you all brought together, right?
That's right. Everything that I created for all of Tarot was done in Tilt Brush. And yeah, so basically I wanted to make my world a bit interactive. I hadn't had any experience in creating any kind of VR chat or Udan or anything. And this is, again, all thanks to Zandy. But I knew as soon as we started working in worlds, I was like, oh no, I want to make things that people can go into. And it's sort of pared down into this experience of the 3 cards. So each of the 3 cards were created in Tilt Brush and then imported into an interactive experience here.
Got it. Got it. And again, this is like, I mean, to me, it looks like weeks, if not months of painting, but you tell me, like, you've got a lot of assets going on here, right? There's dozens.
I do have quite a few assets. The delightful thing about you know, anything like any of these apps is that you can cut and paste after a while. So, I mean, if you do look at the tombstones, they're kind of the same tombstone, but
Yeah.
I turned them around. I put them in different spaces.
Yeah, no, it helps a lot. Same
It
with the
does cut down
trees.
the work.
As long as you have 3 good trees, you can keep
Exactly.
rotating them. Yeah. That's
Oh my God, yes. But I will say the nice thing about like the presence of VR is that it's just, if you create an atmosphere, it's okay. Like you really can get away with that and still have a feeling of presence. You know, it's kind of like the scale thing that we were talking about when we were looking at Rev's piece before, and just talking about just the scale of it. You know, you compared it to some of like Burning Man stuff that you've seen. It's just, that's some of the beauty of VR, is just the sheer presence you can get in it. So it's a very similar thing where you make 1 tree, you make 3 trees, you put them in different spaces, and you scale up and scale down the size. You really do have like a landscape, like a real one.
And did you have any thought to ways you want to be more theatrical in the future now that you've gotten good at creating these scenes together?
Yeah. Like, if I had my way, I'll tell you what. Actually, the reason I got into VR is because I come from a 2D animation background, and which I love. I love the beauty and fluidity of 2D animation, but one of the problems is you have to draw assets over and over again if you want to have any kind of cinematic look to it. If you want to take a camera, you want to turn it around at all, you really have to recreate assets over and over again. And I thought, hey, if I can create them in 3D, in VR, in presence, I don't have to do that anymore. So like my dream is to actually find a way to make like an animation studio that uses 3D assets, but still somehow encapsulates the charm and fluidity of 2D character animation. And I have no idea how to do that yet, but that's the goal at some point.
Wow. Well, and you're in the right place for the R&D to happen, at least. It seems like a lot of this is early.
Totally.
Yeah. And there's so much ripe experimentation happening now. This is really fun. So wait, the art show opens Saturday. And then how long will it be up for? Is it a limited show, or is it going to be up sort of indefinitely?
Oh, it'll be up. It'll be up.
Yeah, we'll leave it up, but
As long as we have it up.
Sweet.
So it'll be
Yeah.
a public world in community labs.
Sweet.
And if
So
there's enough interest, then it goes public.
got it.
Yeah.
So if folks want to bring their own friends and tours over, just look up ArtCryptVR in the search, and hopefully that will
Totally,
be
yes.
really easy to find for you. Look in community labs if you're not
Yep.
seeing it in the main menu to start, but also look up Reverse Butcher, Zandy. Grrlrighter and WillowMoon, who are all the artists here. I'm going to just sort of intro us out as we are going to stop the stream in just a minute. But thank you for bringing us all together for this, and thank you for being so open.
Oh man,
Thanks for
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So, for those of you who kind of jumped in halfway through or are just trying to get a sense of what's happening here, we are in VR chat. And this is a art show that will be opening up very soon. So we hope you will jump in to many of these immersive worlds, which are hand painted. I think we often forget that tilt brush is hand painting. You know, it's digital hand painting, but it's still hand painting. And so these are, you know, handcrafted. These are digital works, but they are something that these artists have spent hundreds of hours on, you know, bringing them to life for you. So thank you for sharing all of this. Were there any other sort of thoughts or questions or anything you want to leave our audience with tonight?
no, do you?
No, I recommend. Good. Why don't you come and come meet us all on Saturday? We'll be here from 10 p.m. Is that EST, PST? I'm in Australia, so what time are we meeting your time? In America time?
That's yes.
What time is it?
10 p.m. Eastern
Saturday or
Daylight Time.
tomorrow?
10 p.m. Eastern.
Saturday.
Saturday will be 10 p.m. for the work to come public, for it to be public, but for the tour is going to be 4 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, and we also have one at 9 p.m. on Friday Eastern time.
Yeah. So there'll be heaps of ways that you can come and meet us and see the world. And yeah, just, you know, touch base with us, reach out on social media, say hi. We'd love to meet you, and yeah, we hope to see you here in the Art Crypt.
I will definitely be telling friends to drop by. This is a really great way to kind of get out for those who can't necessarily get out to a haunt this year, but still want to go have an experience with friends. This is really a nice kind of safer maybe way to roll. It's still really kind of creepy and interesting, and there's so much to go on here. Please thank all of your other collaborators, the musicians, and the folks who really helped you make this happen, because I know it takes a team. And yeah, I know
I'll pass that on to them.
Please do. And thanks for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream, and hopefully we'll get a chance to hang out here in VR chat or just anywhere. Feel free to hit me up anytime. This is Evo, and I'm going to go ahead and close out our stream for us. You've been here at the ArtCryptVR experience inside VR chat with WillowMoon, Grrlrighter, ZandyXR, and Reverse Butcher, our 4 artists for this art show. We hope you'll check them out this weekend. It opens Saturday night, and you can jump in inside VR chat, inside your headset, or on Steam PC. We'll hope you'll do that, and have a great day. This has been a fantastic adventure. Thank you all for making this art happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody.
Bye. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Absolutely.